Baltimore, Maryland, a city of contrasts. From its vibrant harbor to its troubled streets, it has seen its fair share of crime. But few stories are as chilling as that of Josephine Gray. Her life was a tapestry of manipulation, violence, and fear. Known to many as the Voodoo Killer, Josephine wasn't just another criminal. She wielded power over people's minds, exploiting their deepest fears and darkest superstitions. But how did she manage to escape justice for so long? And what drove her to commit such horrifying crimes? Welcome to Quick Case HQ, where we dive deep into the most twisted and complex cases. Today, we unravel the chilling tale of Josephine Gray. Josephine Gray was born and raised in Baltimore, a city with a history as complex as her own. Growing up in a tough neighborhood, Josephine quickly learned the art of survival. She was charismatic, persuasive, and, above all, calculating. Friends and family later described her as someone who could charm anyone. But beneath her warm smile lay a cold, manipulative streak. By her teenage years, she had already started using people to her advantage, cultivating a network of influence that would serve her for decades. It wasn't long before Josephine discovered voodoo. To her, it wasn't just a belief system, it was a tool for control. Rooted in African spiritual traditions, voodoo had long been misunderstood in the Western world, often portrayed as a dark and mysterious practice. Josephine seized on this ignorance, using the fear of curses and hexes to bend others to her will. She surrounded herself with the trappings of mysticism. Candles, charms, and gree-gree bags. These weren't just symbols, they were weapons in her arsenal of psychological terror. By the late 1980s, Josephine was married to her first husband, Clarence Good. But their relationship was far from idyllic. Friends and neighbors often reported hearing violent arguments, but no one could have predicted what would come next. In 1990, Clarence was found dead under suspicious circumstances. The official cause? Undetermined. But those who knew Josephine began to whisper. She quickly collected a substantial life insurance payout, raising even more eyebrows. Not long after, Josephine married Levester Gray. And just like Clarence, Levester's life ended in tragedy. He, too, was found dead. Another mysterious incident that left investigators baffled. Josephine, once again, walked away with a hefty insurance check. 2 husbands, 2 suspicious deaths, and no solid evidence to tie her to either crime. But the pattern was becoming impossible to ignore. Josephine's power didn't come from brute force alone. She ruled through fear. Witnesses who dared to speak out against her often recanted their statements, claiming they feared for their lives. Some believed Josephine had cursed them, others were simply terrified of her reputation. One witness recalled receiving a package containing a small voodoo doll with pins stuck through its chest. Alongside it was a note that read, "You're next." This psychological warfare ensured that few dared to cross her. Local authorities struggled to pin anything on Josephine. But by the early 2000s, the FBI got involved, investigating her for insurance fraud, witness tampering, and murder. They uncovered a chilling paper trail. Life insurance policies taken out on her husbands, all signed just months before their deaths. In 2002, federal prosecutors finally had enough evidence to bring Josephine to justice. She was arrested and charged with multiple counts, including witness intimidation and mail fraud. Though murder charges never stuck, the financial crimes were enough to put her behind bars for 40 years. Even in prison, Josephine Gray remained an enigma. Some inmates feared her, believing she still had the power to curse from behind bars. Others said she remained calm, even defiant, refusing to show remorse for her crimes. Josephine Gray died in 2023, but her story continues to haunt Baltimore. Her case serves as a chilling reminder of the power of psychological manipulation, and how fear can silence even the most critical voices. Thank you for watching Quick Case HQ. Josephine Gray's story is one of the darkest we've covered, a case where crime and superstition collided to create a reign of terror. If you want more in-depth investigations into cases like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And as always, stay safe.